Sunbasket, and you can see this is what it's going to look like. All the instructions are on the back. Everything comes in a bag. I've done an unboxing before, and I probably just showed you the bag. So everything that's in the bag is what I have in front of me. It comes with the ground turkey. I've already grated the apples that are going to go into the ground turkey mix. It comes with the walnut, sherry vinegar, the turkey spice blend, lemon, basil, the other apple that's going to be part of the salad, and the dill. And all of this is in individual bags, so all I did was wash and clean everything before I got everything going. I'm going to go ahead and follow the instructions. It says to prep for the turkey patties, to cut the apple into quarters, cut out the core, and coarsely grate the apple. I'm lazy, so what I did was I cut the apple, stuck it into my Ninja blender individual serving cup, and I just grated it in the blender. So this is what it looks like. Okay? And then it said to strain the apple over a bowl. So that's what this is before I go and add it to the ground turkey patties, or the ground turkey that will be the patties. So otherwise you can also squeeze the apple in a kitchen towel, but I didn't want to do that because it's extra cleaning and I'm lazy. So I'm going to go ahead and add the apple to the ground turkey. And then it said strain the ground turkey, so I've already done that, and then mix everything until it's combined. So I'm going to go ahead and add the turkey spice blend. Oops. And then this is the turkey and spice blend and the ground apples. And I'm going to go ahead and mix that up. I don't know if you can see this kind of mushy mess. And then what I'll do after I mix everything up is then I'll form the patties. And then I'll cook that up in the cast iron skillet. And instead of cooking it all the way, since I'm not planning to actually eat this for dinner tonight, I'm going to have it tomorrow for lunch. I'm going to cook the turkey patties until it's just slightly undercooked. So when I microwave it, it's not going to be super dry. So it's all mixed up. Okay, so the other part of this is making the salad. And for the salad, I've already drained the apple juice into here. And in this bowl, I'm going to use this apple juice as part of my salad dressing. The only other thing I need is probably salt and pepper. And then it says to go and finely cut the apples. I got a little carried away earlier, and I chopped up all the apples kind of too small. So let me just finish slicing them thinly and cut the way that I cut, because I'm not trained, so you'll probably cut your fingers off. Then the next thing I'm going to do is juice the lemon and chop the dill. So we'll do that in a second. I see that my mom is logged on. Mom, you can say something if you want in the comments. And hopefully she can even see what I'm cooking this time, because the last time I was cooking, she said you couldn't even see anything. So that's all of the apples. And then the next thing you have to do is juice the lemon. So before you juice the lemon, what you want to do is roll it on the counter. Turn it out, you can see. Just put your weight on it. And this helps to get the juices sort of released from the lemon. And cut it in half. I usually try to pop out the seeds so they don't end up in whatever I'm cooking. And then I have to fish it out. So just juicing the lemon. And then what I also like to do, and I probably should have done this before I cut the lemon in half, is to zest the lemon. So get your grater. I used to have a mandolin, but I don't have it anymore. So just grate a little bit of that. And you want to make sure that you don't get to the white part of the lemon, because then that makes it sort of bitter. So don't do that. This adds a little bit more flavor. Okay. And then what I'll do, since I'm making this for lunch tomorrow, is I'll keep, see if there's one of the seeds. I'll keep the salad portion of it separate from the turkey patties, and I'll put the turkey patties in either a sandwich bag or a snack bag, warm that up separately, and then that way it doesn't get all soggy and gross. Okay, then the next thing is chop the dill. So just the dill. This is a super easy salad dressing. It's all natural ingredients. Just dump that in there. And I'll fish out those lemon seeds in a little bit. Then rinse the beets, cut the apple. Oh. Then another thing I'm supposed to do is chop these walnuts, but I'm probably going to do the lazy thing and throw it in the blender again. And then take the basil leaves off of the here. Oops, this one kind of dark. Okay. And then coarsely chop the leaves. I think what you're supposed to do with the basil leaves is kind of roll them together and then chop it, so that when you chop it, it comes out into really pretty ribbon-like things, but I didn't do that. And then the last thing that I'll need to do is add the cherry vinegar with a tablespoon of oil to the salad. So what I'm going to do before cutting the beets is I have parchment paper, and you just stick that over your cutting board. And that way you don't make a mess. I'm lazy. I don't want to have to clean that up, and it's going to stay in the cutting board forever. So I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to open this over by the sink, drain it, and then chop the beets and throw it in the salad. Okay, here are the beets. I'm just going to slice them up really thin and add it to my salad. The other thing you can do to the salad is you can chop up some kale if you want some greens in there. And kale is a good source of potassium and other goodness. But if you don't like kale, you don't have to do that. A little bit more. Now, just fold up the parchment paper, and it's going in the garbage. And then you don't have to clean up the chopping board. I mean, you have to clean it, but you're not going to have to take all of the beets out of it. So the last thing is just add about a tablespoon of your oil. Then you're going to add your sherry vinegar. Mix that in there. I like a little shake of sea salt. Oh, my mom says never to cook shoeless. But, Mom, I already took my shoes off, so I'm not going to put it back on while I'm cooking. Add a little bit of salt. Cracked black pepper. And I'm a little bit lazy, so I just throw the lid on this bowl.